Hello, beautiful beings. How are you? I hope this video finds you well. So today I have a reading that blew my mind. I got a hit from the universe and then I hit the cards and it's so good I have to share. So to start, if this found you, it's likely for a reason. Also, real quick before I get into it, I am accepting personal readings. I'm also wondering if any of you would be interested, if you're in Portland, Oregon, for tarot classes in the park. I am feeling the desire to share and to collaborate in community, and I'm wondering who's interested in this. Let me know in the comments. Okay, going forward. This is about a relationship that you have that you may not even be in and may not even think of like this. But I'm meaning be in at this time in a physical connection in a physical way. And this is about a karmic soul tie. And it goes back to Black Leak patterning, which is what Dolores Cannon's Starseed groups are about. So her waves, first, second, third, that was the call put out from the universe for souls to come in and to help elevate Earth so that it could go forth D, which we have accomplished, and elevate, because Earth is in a place to do that and is doing that as we speak, and all of us are a part of it. Okay, so this is what I got. I got Black Leak patterning with long-term goals. And that, to me, Black Leak patterning is the fight against the injustice. Star Wars is the perfect example of where this actually originates. It originates in Orion, back in the Orion Wars, and the fighting and the freedom and all of that. Okay, and so that's where the whole Jedi thing comes from. All of that comes from an art form. I'm going to talk about that on my Starseed Chronicles channel on YouTube. I'll link that. But then, okay, this is the point of this relationship and this deep connection through lifetimes. Because I was wondering if it can be cleared. And it can, but not in the way that I was originally thinking. So you're learning to nurture with the Lumerian era, which is when we were in full unification, where the star beings were here with us, working with us, and the humans and the star beings were working together. Full disclosure, it happened. We knew who we were. We knew who the different star beings were. And to basically elevate into graduation where we're in this full unification. What I found interesting was the cosmic midwifery, this relationship. I was curious. I pulled these cards down here because I wanted to know what cosmic midwifery about. Because what cosmic midwifery is from the Arcturians. And the Arcturians, the realm that we think of as heaven, is actually the Arcturian realm. And it's the realm we pass in out of when we are born and die. And so it acts as a midwife, an in-between space. And what I got from that was visions beyond life and death, the collaborative dreaming, seeing the true you, inner trust, and conscious connection. So that's about the connection itself and being connected, being connected through the spirit, through this hive consciousness, which actually pops up over here, for the purpose of the single-minded focus with healing, crisis, and purging with this leap of faith. So basically it helps us to be determined to stay focused on purging and integrating and removing anything that isn't basically in our highest and greatest good, any karmic lesson we've picked up, need to purge, anything like that, to take the leap of faith over the linear thinking, which is where we get caught in our mind, which also plays out down here with this. We'll talk about that in a second. Linear thinking with the hive mind, with forgiveness and gratitude, and the missing link. So this gives us the leap that we need subconsciously, because this is where we're connected, is in the subconscious on the spirit level, where we can then approach from the hive mind without ego, because that's what the hive mind has, is a lack of ego. It's unified, to think about where we are separated, to come into gratitude for where we're not aligned, so that we can move into fluidity with solar consciousness representing the higher mind, the higher self, while in the paradox, which represents the matrix, with logic and reason. Which logic and reasoning representing where, dude, my camera did something really weird and I look so white. Where we go too far into the mind and are neglecting our emotional body, which as a human karmic pattern, that is something we're working on, is integrating fully with our heart and our mind, head and heart cohesion. 2026 itself, with the 6 of the 26 representing that head and heart cohesion and coming into balance, which, as I said, that 456 was on the timer. So, to sum it all up, because that was a lot of information, this is about the mission work. This is tied to if you resonate as a starseed or a first waver, second waver, third waver. This can be tied to that narrative with the mission work. The connection is a tool and acts as a bridge, whether conscious or unconscious, to the higher self and the authentic self codes. It says it acts as a homing beacon, guiding us to authenticity and freedom. It reflects where healing must occur for integration and unification to go forward for the self. The key to remember here is that you're the ones with the keys to this energy, that you need no one and nothing to validate outside of you, because what has happened in this is that there's become some codependency in the sense that you need this person, or could possibly either one of you need each other for that reflection. So the key is that you're the one, and that this energy is only to act as a mirror to guide you towards your authentic self. And this is happening unconsciously most of the time. This is a subtle guidance. This is where like this sudden urge to reach out to this person, or a quick, intense, like, push on either side. It's just because those chords are being highlighted. What I received from this was that the reason this keeps happening is because the person number one, the person who's feeling this, receiving this, needs to witness oneself without validation, not needing someone or something outside of yourself. And I was like, well, what does that really look like, Spirit? And Spirit said, oh, Whitney, it looks like checking the matrix. It looks like looking to this person for reflection, for validation as you go through different upgrades and have different expansions. Also looking to readers or readings to validate you. What I heard is to turn this back to self and to give yourself your full attention consistently. Be 100% attentive when you catch this happening. What it is a signal. When you feel these intense urges, it's a signal to come back to yourself, because you have built this system of basically not witnessing yourself. And when the desire for this person comes, it's because you're desiring for this person to witness you, because you yourself are not witnessing you. And I thought that was so interesting, because like, that goes really deep. Like, really deep. And what I was seeing is that this is like throughout many, many lifetimes. And the whole goal here is not to purge this person. It's not to run to the person, not to run away from the person. It's to run into yourself, to come home to yourself, to validate yourself, to consistently give yourself your witnessing that you did it. And like doing that for yourself, literally filling your cup so much that you don't ever need to look to anybody else to do that. And this relationship is that guide to remind you, to bring you back home, as a signal to be with you. Now, there was another level to this coming from the other person's side that I think I'll make a second video for, because what I wanted to talk about most was creating new ways, creating new conditionings where you get to connect to yourself and witness yourself, which then totally releases this karmic tie. And so it can subconsciously be going on, but you won't feel that need to be validated by this person, which pure magic. Okay, this was a long one. Beautiful beings. If you're interested in that other reading, you want to post it in the comments. So like, I know, because I don't know if I really want to do that reading, because I want the focus to be on self and not the other person. But I don't know, the information did come through. So let me know. I hope you guys have the most beautiful day, and that this reading finds you in so much well-being. Cheers.